Hey everybody, welcome to Stone Reacts. So glad you're here joining me today. And we are going to dive into the video that she did yesterday, which I have already seen, but I think it's worthy of responding to. And then we're going to move on to the next video. So let's go on and get into this hot mess. I am going to speed her up a little bit.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I have a couple of different things. So first item is jarish, which I swear I have to eat like every day. It's so good. It's a Kuwaiti savory porridge made with chicken, and I got some fresh bread. And I also
So in our culture, we make this too, and it goes by various different names. That porridge, ours looks completely different. Um, it looks more white. It's not that color, and it's kind of chunkier and creamier. I'll try to find a picture of it to show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so this is kind of what ours looks like. It's uh, wheat, shredded chicken broth, and like I know my mom makes it. It's called harisha as well. Uh, we call it keshkeg, and you have to like stir it for hours so it doesn't stick because it can get really thick, and you gotta. It's a process. It's a lot of work to make, but it's absolutely delicious. Perfect for a really cold winter day. All right.
have chicken
And of course, she has the chicken and the rice, as usual, we know, and she's gonna just dump a whole lot of crap on it.
biryani. Yes, indeed. Wow, that looks really good. It comes with like an Indian style broth,
She's just like pulling shit from underneath her table.
spices and stuff. Hi, I have chicken and I have yogurt. Okay, let me have some jarish first. This is fresh bread. Some of it's crispy. I love the crispy. So, bismillah.
And I can tell you this much, we do not dip it with bread. No, not at all. This one kind of looks a little bit more liquidy than the version we make, and we definitely eat it with a spoon. Again, I would have to look up the recipe of how they make it in the Kuwaiti culture. I'm not sure, what ingredients they use, but you would never, in the version we make, the bread would just bend and fold like it's so thick you couldn't dip it. I don't know why she can't use utensils. Like utensils are so foreign to her for some reason.
Yeah, it's like
Or is she doing it like intentionally to piss us off? I don't know. She is like
made
that.
with cracked wheat,
Yeah, cracked wheat. That's what I meant to say. Cracked wheat.
spices, I think tomato, chicken.
There's no tomato in ours, just chicken, broth, and cracked wheat. Ah, the sounds, they're beautiful, aren't they, guys?
You would have to try it to know what I'm talking about.
I mean, let's just take a moment here and look at what she has in front of her. That rice right there, let's see, one, two, three, four, I would say between five, possibly 6 cups of rice. And the only reason I do these measurements in my head is because I used to entertain a lot. I used to have huge parties at my house, and I cooked everything from scratch. And I got really good at making large portions of food. And now, that I don't have as many people to cook for, I have to size down a lot of the recipes that I've used in the past. So I'm really used to visually measuring things, and it's something that my mother and my grandmother did. We always, in our language, we say measure with your eye. It doesn't make sense in English, but you measure with your eye. You visually see it and you measure.
It's so good. And I was craving it so bad.
Chantal, you eat that chicken and rice nearly every day. Like I don't know what you were missing because it was what, like a few days ago you had the same thing. I mean, she had Chinese and stuff in between, but this is her staple. This is her staple go-to. It's kind of like when she
Mm.
was in Canada and she would get the paneer all the time. There was like certain things that she constantly go to. They were a safe, satiating meal for her.
Have you ever had savory porridge?
Yep. I just, I'll be honest with you. I would never eat this porridge that she's eating. My version, I don't know, that one doesn't look that great, but um, I definitely would not eat it on a hot day. I mean, that is it. It's a very hearty, thick, heavy meal. Okay, trust me when I tell you, the porridge is like really dense and heavy. I mean, any of you could just eat probably like half to three quarters of that porridge and be stuffed. Okay. I know it looks like soup, but trust me when I tell you, it is a very thick, dense, filling porridge. She's eating that. And then on top of that, she's going to eat the chicken and that massive amount of rice. This is a lot of food. And I mean, fortunately, I'm familiar with these foods because my culture is similar and we have similar foods. I know for a fact that porridge is extremely filling. So she must be able to consume. I, I would love to see how much she could consume in one sitting without a break. I mean, because this, just the porridge alone, I mean, there's no way. I don't even think one person could finish it. It would be so filling. Your stomach would be in pain because it would be so filling. Um, I would love to see how much this woman can consume in a sitting because when I look at the quantity she eats when she's on video, it's insane. And it's hard too, right? Because the way the camera's angled, you kind of can't get an idea of how big things are. But let's really look at this shoulder to shoulder, right? This is Chantal, shoulder to shoulder. This food is exceeding her shoulder width. She's got the porridge, she's got the sauce, she's got the yogurt, she's got the bread, and then she's got that massive amount of rice and chicken. It's a lot of food.
When I think of porridge, I think like oatmeal, like peaches and cream, Quaker instant oats. Oh, yum. Okay, I'm gonna put the Jarish away for now so I can eat the biryani.
I'm going to hold one second. I want to check. Okay, so I looked up Jarice, the version near like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. Um, it looks like so Jarice is crushed wheat. That's the word for crushed wheat. Yeah, duh. Um, Crushed wheat, lamb or chicken. I prefer chicken. I've never had it with red meat. Onion, garlic, turmeric, ground cumin, black pepper, salt, olive oil, water, parsley. So they do have ingredients that we don't put in ours. Like I don't think I've never made it. My mom always makes it because it's so much work. I'm just lazy. Um, but we definitely don't put turmeric. We don't put cumin. I don't think we put garlic or onion. Yeah, I have to look up my mom's recipe. I have the cookbook somewhere, but yeah. All right. Kind of just gives you an idea
The chicken is so hot.
of what's
Ow,
in
ow.
that Jarice.
So you know how I usually love the breast meat? I'm actually starting to like the um, dark meat. Ooh, it seems spicy. I shouldn't pour it. There's potato on there. Okay.
So now, just keep this moment in your head. Okay, she makes the comment that, "Oh, this is spicy." I don't know if she didn't taste it. I don't think, but she said it was spicy. I think she asked for it to be spicy, and she continues to tell us it's spicy while putting on hot sauce on top of this hot sauce. Oh, help us.
Put some on the chicken. I don't know why the dark meat all of a sudden, but I find the breast so dry sometimes.
They're probably overcooking the chicken. That's probably why it's so dry. Because, I have the paranoia with chicken. I do like cook my chicken a little extra. I know you shouldn't, but I like it dry because I don't know. I get weirded out if chicken's not cooked well.
Put it on the chicken wing.
Put it on the
Okay.
chicken wing.
And you know I have my hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, explain this to me. She's pouring hot sauce on top of another hot sauce.
Okay,
And then she's
let's
going to
try this
complain the
biryani
whole
rice.
time that it's hot.
Beauty bite. Oh boy.
Yeah, ready? It's hot. Now just pay attention to the amount she puts on her spoon. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as she goes on. And she is going to get herself a bigger spoon. Just giving you a little hint of what's coming.
Here.
I really hate when she feeds
I
her
just put,
cat table food.
they were
It's
not playing with that
so
spice,
unnecessary and
but it's like a yummy
disgusting.
curry sauce. All right, let's try this chicken. Mmm.
You animal. You animal. Suck it in, baby. I mean, if you didn't know what it was she was eating, you'd probably think she was doing something else. Ah, the sound. And you know, I have headphones on, so I really. Wait, I gotta screenshot this. This is great. Okay. Look at her face, man. She's really into it.
Mmm.
Mm, mm. She's starting to make all the moaning sounds that hungry fat chick makes.
Okay, there's potato here. I took the breast meat and just like put it on the rice and got a bigger spoon because that one is too small. Mm. Man, despite the spiciness, oh. Mm.
Now she's going to continue to pour the outrageously hot sauce that she has. And then she's going to now put even more hot sauce from the bottle. Oh, it's a mess. It's
It's
a
like a
mess.
spicy
It's a mess.
Indian gravy. And it's so good. Chicken.
Look at that. Look at it. Okay. You notice, everybody? She's got the new spoon. Look out for it. She's going to dip into it. You know why she has the yogurt? The food is so damn spicy. She can't handle it. It's too much. But yet, she's putting more hot sauce. I mean, explain this to me. Somebody please explain this to me. If something you're eating is spicy, why are you putting more hot sauce on it? I don't understand this woman at all. And the only reason she's eating the yogurt is to kill the heat. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, come on.
This is just a very basic biryani.
Oh, I heard that sound.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, moan your way through.
Big piece of the thigh here. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, you keep telling us you're so hungry. Just cannot relate to the level of hunger you feel. I don't understand it. I try to speed her up a little bit more. Can't take it.
The yogurt helps with the spice.
Of course it does.
I'm telling you, it's hot. This curry sauce? Whew.
Okay, again, explain to me why you just poured a shit ton of hot sauce on top of the already hot sauce you put on it. And you keep complaining to us that it's hot. Wake up.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, she's put more. Look at that. She put more hot sauce. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot.
Mm.
Oh, let's put some more hot sauce. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Let's put some more. Put some more. She is not
Zero
only
sugar ice.
she is not only dysfunctional in her life, she is so dysfunctional in her eating. Like her reality versus delusion is so blended in her life. Like she's just she I don't understand. I don't understand how she's not sitting there looking at this food right now and saying, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing to myself? This is gluttony." I mean, nobody needs this much food. I'm sorry, guys. If you're this fat, you don't need this much food. You got plenty of fat in your body to survive on very little food. I'm not saying people shouldn't enjoy what they eat and eat what they want. Go for it. But you really have to be aware of the portions. This is a lot of food for one person. This would feed maybe 3, 4 people. She has such a diluted view of food, what's healthy, what's not, portion sizes. Let's just go back to the chicken pot pie. That gargantuous size chicken pot pie she made. She ate the entire thing. If you are wanting to lose weight and get healthy, this is not the way. If you're looking at her for motivation, you're in the wrong lane, okay? This woman is not eating healthy. She is eating well beyond the required amount of food that she needs. And it's sad because all it's going to do is keep her unhealthy. She's going to keep going on this unhealthy path. Yes, chicken is healthy, rice is healthy, but in proportion. You have to put it in portion size. You have to have the right portion. I mean, it's not like you can't eat that stuff, but this is a lot.
See,
I'm sorry.
it's chicken wing.
Suck it in. Gotta take that wing down. Yeah.
This is such good rice, the biryani rice.
Look at all the rice on. Just wait. Just for a minute. Let me.
This is such good rice.
Okay, just take a look at that spoon for a minute. I don't even think in my life I have been able to pile quite that much rice on my spoon. But then again, let's remember, she's got a serving spoon in her hand. That's not even a soup spoon. That's not even a regular teaspoon. It is a serving spoon. And she has it full to the top. And she's about to shove that down her throat.
It's the biryani rice.
She's suffering. Look, it's so spicy. It's killing her. But she can't stop. She can't stop eating.
And they give you so much.
Yeah. They give you so much. Look at this. Look at all that on her spoon.
I'm gonna cry soon. Because the shop owner was like, do you want just the regular potato broth? Or do you want the special spicy Indian broth? And I thought, oh, yeah, I can handle it.
Chantal, we all know from past experience that you actually don't respond well to hot food. You remember the whole noodle incident when you like gagged and almost like choked to death? You actually don't do well with spicy food. I think you like torturing yourself or something. Like I actually enjoy spicy food. I eat it. I'm like, yeah, like you don't see me like crying or suffering in pain or moaning that it's too hot. I enjoy it. You complain the whole time, and then you continue to add more heat to the dinner. Like I can't wrap my head around how you are. Just I don't get it.
Wrong.
And really, another thing that she is consuming way too much of is the caffeine. I get it. She's eating a no sugar iced tea there. She's drinking, but even though you're drinking that, you're having a lot of caffeine. That's caffeine in there. It's not decaf. That's not good for your heart. I mean, look, it's not bad for any. I'm not saying it's bad to drink iced tea without sugar. What I'm saying is, when you're like obese and you have bad health and things are going downhill, probably the last thing you want to do is add a artificial stimulant to your regimen, because if she has issues with her heart, it's just going to make her heart beat faster. It's going to make her have a false sense of energy. I don't know. I think she would do so much better to drink water, Limit the amount of rice. Focus on the chicken and the meat. Oh my God, she spilled it.
Mm.
I'm so OCD. Like every time I see her drop one rice, I just look at it. Look. She is putting more hot sauce. This is like what, the fifth time? What's wrong with her? Do you guys think that she's losing her taste buds, or is something going on health wise that makes her not? But then she's saying that it's spicy and it's hot. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a better idea. I can't figure it out. If something's too spicy, I would add more heat to it.
I don't know what they put in there, but it's spicy as heck.
Well, why do you keep... Chantal, do me a favor. If you watch this video, which I doubt you do, but if you do, can you let us know why you always add more hot sauce to already spicy food and then continue to complain that it's spicy? Could you just, because it's killing me. I want to know. I've never seen anything like it.
My cat is playing with a bag. She's insane. She's beezing.
Insane in the membrane.
Mm.
Oh God, you can hear every...
Comment below.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Indian dish? What? What?
Favorite Indian dish. What's your favorite Indian dish, guys? I would say I do enjoy paneer. Um, I had this. I remember we ordered years ago from an Indian place, and there was this like eggplant side dish that was like really, really good. I don't remember the name. That was really good. It was spicy too.
The yogurt does cool it off a bit. For reals. Mm.
That's my dog crying. Hold on.
I'm crying.
I mean, look at that, guys. She is almost finished all that rice. That's a lot of food.
Mm.
Come on.
Have you ever had biryani?
Your yogurt's done. I guess she'll be done eating the rice now because it's too spicy.
If so, they don't know how good the rice is. Spicy curry and hot chili sauce. My mouth is on fire. When they said spicy, they were not playing. Also comment the spiciest thing you ever ate. I'm not ever going to do that like one chip challenge thing. Oh no. No, I don't. No. I like spicy as long as it's enjoyable to eat. If it's not, then forget it, you know. Hi, baby girl. Every time I eat something she likes, even if I share with her, however much I give her, it doesn't matter. She will be my audience until I'm finished. Anyways, guys, thank you so
much. Okay. So we can see she left approximately maybe a half a cup of rice. That's probably a cup. She ate the yogurt. She ate the porridge. She finished the sauce. I don't know if she finished the porridge. I think she put that down below and moved it aside. But I'm sure she's going to finish all this as soon as she gets off the video. So now we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so we're going into the next video, which she recently just posted, called Jollibee Filipino Fast Food Mukbang. So she looks to be driving around with Scat Daddy. Let's see where she ends up. I am. Oh, shut up. Gonna speed it up. Okay, so Jollibee's is a fast food place. Fried chicken, french fries, burgers, your typical stuff. I have to say their fast food places look a gazillion times cleaner than the ones in the States.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have Jollibee for you. Yes. Oh, I forgot my pickles.
Oh my gosh, you forgot your pickles.
All right.
Okay, firsthand, this looks so nasty. Oh my god. What the hell? I know that's a piece of fried chicken. I'm thinking down here, is that a piece of fish with some kind of gunk on top of it? And then there's spaghetti, I'm sure with meat, because she likes it with meat. I can't quite figure. It'll be interesting to see what this is because it looks nasty as hell.
So we have their spaghetti, my favorite, peach mango pie. This is new. I'm trying this like mushroom. This is like hamburger steak with rice and mushrooms and mushroom sauce.
Hamburger steak with mushrooms and mushroom. Okay.
And a spicy chicken joy.
It looks like there's like. It looks like the great whatever this is on top of the burger. Looks like it's like gravy that's cold, doesn't it? It looks like it's just in its form. It's not melted and hot. She must have gotten this cold.
Piece of chicken and some gravy. Bismillah, let's eat. I'm so hungry.
I'm trying to figure out what that white stuff is on the bottom.
I need pickles in my life.
I am really surprised that she didn't buy herself a gallon of gravy. Though she might have it under the table.
Beauty bite, pickle bite. Pickled garlic.
I love pickled garlic.
Alright.
You're gonna stink,
I have
girl.
some Parmesan cheese for the spaghetti.
Did she open up?
Right.
Okay, she got that nasty Coke. Have you guys tried that nasty Coke? There's this one version of Coke that's disgusting. I accidentally bought it. My husband was like, oh my god, why did you buy that? That is so gross. I didn't know.
Some Parmesan cheese for the spaghetti. Any form of pasta must have it.
Yeah, but you put too much.
And any form of rice must have hot sauce. Lazam. Alright.
Okay, so under the burger, we know there's rice. She just slopped some more hot sauce. There's something, okay. There has to be something going on. Either her tongue, that there's something happening that doesn't make sense with her. Because why would you continue to smother all your food with hot sauce? These guys, even like the pasta, she puts all that cheese on it. I mean, the cheese is supposed to be an accent, and Parmesan is a pretty strong cheese. You don't need that much. But she is using the shaker cheese, which is kind of the blah kind, I'm desperate kind.
We're good. Let's try the spaghetti. Give you a big beauty bite. Have you guys ever had Jollibee spaghetti? They put
I never have and never will. This looks like the most disgusting food I have ever seen from any fast food place. This is gross. I mean, vomit level gross. Especially that burger with the freak it is on the top of that.
They put hot dogs, meat sauce, cheese. Beauty bite. This spaghetti is so good. But they don't give you enough spaghetti. Like, I could eat this in like 3 bites. Literally.
The thing is, you might be able to eat that in 3 bites, but that actually is a meal. Like, that spaghetti right there, that portion would be like a meal. For me, at least. I don't know about anybody else, but that's quite a bit. I mean, that's a deep container.
Let's try it out. Mm. I hope you guys are having something good to eat.
Oh God, wipe your mouth. See that right there? She's got that little pasta dripping on her chin, guys. Look at it. She literally, I think this is the second bite. She is really shoveling it in, man. You're a mess.
My cat is watching me like, you pig. I just gave her wet food.
Well, if you stop feeding your animal from the table when you're eating, they won't bother you. It's actually a fact. I never, well, rarely, except when I'm eating pizza, I might give my dog a crust. But I am so against feeding animals off the table because all it does is give them a learned behavior of being intrusive while you're eating and trying to get like within you when you're trying to eat food. And I don't like that. I don't like when pets beg, when they're sitting there and they you got to train them. She trained this cat to know that every time she pulls food out, this cat is going to come and want something. And yes, I know people feed their dogs ice cream and stuff like that. It's not like I don't give my dogs treats once in a while, but honestly, it's a bad behavior. It's annoying, especially when you have guests over and there's a dog just like panting and drooling all over your guests trying to get food. Like it's unnecessary. You can train your dog to not do that. And I'm sure if the cat, I've had cats. Never once when I was eating did my cats ever try to get my food because I never exposed them to it.
Like, how dare you order something that a cat cannot have? So this is going to make for a pathetic thumbnail because it's not much food. But I'm not about to buy a whole bucket of chicken like Salah wanted to have fish today, so.
So she didn't buy a whole bucket of chicken because Salah wanted to have fish today. So that's her excuse for getting this, as she's making it sound, mediocre meal in front of her with the 0-calorie Coca-Cola. God, that's so nasty. I don't know if you guys have ever tasted it. It's gross. I couldn't do it.
I'm not going to buy a whole bucket of chicken just for myself for a mukbang. No way.
Why are you even talking about it? Have you ever bought a bucket of chicken? I don't ever remember her buying an actual bucket of chicken. So I don't know why she's fixated on it. Maybe she wanted... Okay, wait a minute. Let me back up. We do know how Chantal is, right? When she starts talking about something a lot, like over and over again, she tends to get it the next meal. Okay, so what I'm thinking maybe happened here was she was jonesing for a bucket of chicken. But she couldn't convince Scat Daddy to join her in the festivities because he didn't want it. He felt like having fish. So soon enough, maybe today, tomorrow, next day, I don't know, we're probably going to see a bucket of chicken. Because she hasn't shut up about the bucket of chicken. And I don't know why she's randomly just talking about a bucket of chicken.
I really got to do some cooking videos.
Oh, here we are. We're back to the cooking videos.
But I was literally craving this spaghetti in particular so bad.
Spaghetti is so easy to make. Why don't you just make it? Again, where is all this money coming from? It's coming from feeders. There is no other explanation of how she is able to pay for all this food. This isn't cheap. I mean, I would never be able to order out every day. That's insane. On average, when you do takeout, it's going to be for one person, it's going to come delivery, tip, the whole deal. 30, 40, sometimes $50, depending on where you're ordering from. Every day, sometimes multiple times a day. This is hundreds of dollars a week. That's insane.
And actually, this is considered a combo. You get a drink, this hamburger thing, one piece of chicken, the spaghetti, and pie.
Oh,
Yep.
she's got a pie there too. You see that pie right there? She's got her dessert ready. You know what, Chantal? Why don't you
It's weird
lick
because a lot of
the
the
plate?
restaurants don't come with fountain drinks here, which I prefer.
I actually prefer when they don't deliver fountain drinks. The last time we ordered from Burger King, we got the meal, and the drinks came. The one was half spilled out. The other one, the lid was like jammed in and something it broke. I dumped it. I just like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it spilled. I don't know whose fingers were in it. I don't know who touched it. I prefer it. They send me a can or a bottle when it's delivery. All right, let's see
Oh,
her dive
I put the
into
flag back on. Okay.
this nasty looking hamburger. Oh, you're gonna eat the dessert
Yeah.
first.
Peach mango. So good.
Oh, so
Feedback.
good, so good.
All right, I'm scared of this.
I'm
Let's see
scared.
what it's
I'm
like.
scared for you because that looks weird.
And next time, I'm definitely.
Okay, so the white rice looks like super sticky, like that sushi kind of rice, which I don't like eating unless it's sushi. The hamburger looks gray. Or am I imagining things? It does not look right to me for some reason. And she's about to shove this down her
Trying
throat.
the Palabook.
And
Okay.
yes, I do have her sped up.
There goes down the hatch.
And remember, she put hot sauce on this too.
That's pretty good. The meat is flavorful, even though it looks gray.
I'm so glad she acknowledged it looks great because it looks nasty.
With the mushroom gravy, it like works. Not bad.
Nothing about this meal makes me go, I want to order it. It just looks old, dry, nasty, processed. Blech. She could have made all this at home. I mean, what is it to make fried chicken? You know what? Instead of, well, no, we know she's going to use regular breading. She can even buy frozen breaded chicken and cook it in her oven if she wants to be lazy. But I can tell you, anything you make at home would be 1,000 times better than what we're seeing right here because this looks nasty. I mean, that hamburger is gray.
In my opinion, the spaghetti is better. So, would I order this again?
No,
Probably not.
no.
And the mushrooms, they taste like canned mushrooms.
Of course they are. You really think Jolly Bees is going to put fresh mushrooms in their food? Ha, you're dreaming.
But what can you do when it's 2:30? Okay, what part of the animal is this? Ooh.
Okay, so the chicken, yeah, looks okay. I mean, it looks cooked, thank God. Um, Again, she's smeared all kinds of gravy and hot sauce on it, killing the
I chose
actual
the spicy and they weren't
flavor.
plain.
She just took her finger, wiped off the sauce that dripped on the plate, and then with her finger, and then licked it off of her finger. Classy.
That's spicy.
Well, oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lose my mind. she, she just said, "Oh my gosh, it's spicy." Did I hear that?
That's spicy.
Okay, she said that's spicy. No shit. You put hot sauce on it. What the hell is wrong with her? Don't put hot sauce on it. Oh my God, this woman, I swear.
Woo.
Oh my God.
I gotta stop underestimating restaurants here for spiciness.
Chantal, the food isn't spicy because they sent it to you spicy because I don't think Jollibee Filipino fast food is going to be that spicy. Usually fast food, even if they say spicy, it's super conservative. I got a spicy chicken sandwich last time for Burger King, and it wasn't spicy at all. Like I don't even get what the heat was about it, but they tend to go on the milder side because they don't want to, they got to make sales. People can't handle that much heat. Where's your yogurt, Chantal, to calm the heat? And that's the worst thing to do is drink something other than like milk or yogurt because it's just gonna make it spicier.
And I have hot sauce. But
she doesn't even acknowledge.
Like I mentioned before, this hot sauce is not really that hot to me. It just adds flavor.
Are you serious, Chantal? Hot sauce adds heat. It adds flavor, of course, but part of that flavor is the heat.
So,
God, I don't know how she's eating. It just looks. The rice looks totally unedible, stuck together. It's been gross. I'm shocked she didn't get her serving spoon out of frustration because this is so challenging to eat with that takeout spoon.
I don't remember if Ottawa had, where I lived in Canada, had a Jollibee. I know I remember I drove all the way to Toronto once to go. Yeah, I traveled that far for food. Whatever.
You animal.
Jollibee has good fried chicken.
I've never had Jollibees. I've never had Jollibees, and definitely this video has completely turned me off on any future possible orders to Jollibees. No, thank you.
They do.
I mean, she bites, she's still chewing, and she takes the next bite. She's still chewing, and she takes the next. Like, there's no, I don't know if you guys were ever taught when you were younger. Like, when I would sit at dinner, my parents taught me that you take a bite, you put your fork or spoon down, you chew it, you swallow it, then you lift your fork or spoon up, you eat. Like, you kind of take pause. I mean, you don't have to necessarily put the fork or spoon down, but you take pause, right, to chew, swallow, digest. Like, there is no pause for her. She's like still chewing the last few bites she took, and she's still biting another time into the chicken. Like, she just doesn't pause. I mean, I'm sure she hasn't inhaled like a bone yet. Like, this, just how she eats. You don't need that. You don't need the dessert. It's a complete waste of calories. Look, if any of you feeders are watching me, send me an IM on Twitter. I won't put you out there or anything. I'm just curious. How much do you guys pay her? Like, I've heard of other people who pay to view things, and sometimes they're in the thousands and thousands of dollars. Honestly, I'm just curious. Send me a message. Let me know. I'll talk about it on there, but I will not disclose who you are. I'm genuinely curious when it comes to mukbang feeder content. What typically are we seeing as payments for these acts on the video? Like, what are you guys dishing out?
This combo is cool though because it allows you to like have a bit of everything.
The combo is cool, guys.
This is fast food, Filipino food. But I'd like to try like fresh home, like not home cooked, but
So I'm just wondering, so Jollibee's Filipino fast food. I thought Jollibee's was everywhere. Is that a Filipino? Let me just take a quick look. Well, I did not know that Jollibee's is a Filipino chain fast food restaurant. I did not know that. They have 1,500 Jollibees worldwide. Okay. Well, now that makes sense. Because I was like, where does the Philippines come in this? But that makes sense now. Continue, Chantal.
not like a different restaurant. And there's an area in Kuwait called Little Manila, and it's basically like a Filipino area. They have a lot of restaurants and things, so try to go down there one of these days. The problem is, like, I'm not going out there in the daytime. I'm just not doing it. I won't do. And like,
I don't blame you. I would imagine it's insanely hot. I mean, I lived in Arizona for 3 years, and we would see some like crazy hot days in the summer. But it was a dry heat, so it didn't bother me. I think humidity probably bothers me more. But yeah, it can be pretty unbearable. And that's the other thing. Like, she needs to be drinking more water. And of course, we're only seeing a little glimpse of her right now. But my hope is that she is drinking plenty of water, because I did get dehydrated one time when I was living in Arizona, and I literally thought I was dying. Like, it was the oddest feeling. I thought I was phasing away, and then it suddenly like hit me, the water, and that solved it. But it is not fun getting dehydrated, and it's very dangerous. So if you're in a hot place, always make sure to stay hydrated. It's very, very important.
50 something degree weather. I just won't do it.
Nobody would advise you to
And I saw on
either.
like the Kuwait news page on TikTok that the temperature is expected to rise to like 63 sometime this summer, and I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just like sensational news, like the Inquirer. I don't know. I hope so. I really hope for this time that the news is not right. No. Ugh. It came with the meal. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna switch to water. I'm not finishing this. Cold water, yeah. I find like with the iced tea, with the zero sugar iced tea that I drink, I don't taste the fake sugar that they put in it. For some reason, I don't taste it. But in soda, ugh, especially Coke, I taste it a lot. And
You're getting the wrong Coke. That Coke is gross. Hands down, disgusting. You need to get the Diet Coke. If you really want Coke with 0 calories, no sugars, just get Diet Coke. It tastes great. There's nothing wrong with it. I understand what you're saying. You're buying that wrong Coke, because I've tasted it and it is nasty. I agree 100%. It is absolutely gross. Um,
I'm trying not to have like full sugar sodas, but the
you should really cut down on the sodas too. Just consume a lot of water. I get it. You know, you're having a meal, you want to have a soda. I do it too. Um, but please, Chantal, drink a lot of water, because especially in with your health and everything and at heat, you need to be hydrated.
maybe it's because it's not from a fountain with a bunch of ice. Like I find the fountain Diet Coke from McDonald's is pretty good though, with like
Yeah, see, the fountain drink you're getting is the regular Diet Coke. The Coke you're buying isn't regular Diet Coke. That's a different kind of Diet Coke. It's zero, I think it's a zero something. It's the red can. You want the gray can with the red writing that just says Diet Coke, and you'll be fine. That's what the fountain one tastes like.
lots of ice. I don't know, their Coke just hits different, including the Diet Coke.
Because you're buying the wrong one.
So yeah, quick review. The Jollibee spaghetti is always a win for me. It's sweet.
I don't understand why you're reviewing the food now. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to display the food. You're supposed to talk about where you got it from. And then you look at the texture, the colors. You make comments on that. You take your first bite. You chew it. You swallow it. You pause. You tell us about your first, you know, opinion about what you just ate. And then you go on and eat the other things. Do the same thing. But you eat so fast and you just run through it so fast, you don't even give pause to enjoy the food. So I don't even know what you're reviewing, because you just consumed everything like mishmash. You had like part of the pie in the middle of the meal. you had the spaghetti, then you had the hamburger, then you had a part of the pie again. Like I don't understand.
It's a sweeter sauce. I think it's made with banana ketchup. So if you don't like sweet and meat or sweet and savory, like that kind of thing, you probably
You were just complaining that it was spicy on top of the hot sauce that you put. So are you saying now that it was bland and that the hot sauce you put on it just didn't change it?
won't like this. Now, I always put a little bit of sugar in my spaghetti, so I'm used to that. But
You don't need to put sugar in your pasta sauce. You don't need to do that. It's unnecessary. I know why you people do it. But you don't need to do it.
this is pretty sweet, but it's so good with the hot dogs and the
She's just so used to having sugar in everything. She just doesn't realize that she doesn't need to have that sugar in the spaghetti sauce.
cheese. And yeah, it's a really good spaghetti, I find. The chicken, like, Jollibee chicken is always really good. The spicy was really spicy, but I respect that, you know?
You have like 15 frozen little chickens in your freezer. Why don't you just make your own fried chicken? Just divide up the chicken, look up a YouTube video. It's not hard to portion out a chicken and fry it.
Because a lot of times I've gone to fast food places and they claim that something is spicy and it's just not. It's just
Well,
subpar medium.
yeah, most of the time
Um,
it's not.
the hamburger with the mushroom gravy.
The only place that I genuinely will get spicy, the food will actually be spicy, is when I order my drunken noodles from a Thai restaurant and they actually have the chart. Do you want it one, two, three, four? Four being like insanely spicy. Um, that's the only time I've ever gotten food, like takeout food, where it actually had flavor and was spicy. Like even now, my husband and I ordered Chinese a few times and it has no flavor. Like I remember before it used to be very salty and stuff like that. I just noticed it's very bland.
Gravy and the rice.
Oh, come on, just admit it. That rice was ungodly. Stop. That was nasty.
I don't think I'd order that again.
Don't
The
order it
mushrooms were
again.
canned. The gravy,
Did you really think a fast food place was going to put fresh mushrooms? They're not going to put fresh mushrooms. You got to go to a restaurant for that.
just everything was a bit bland for me. It was okay. Like I was really hungry, but it was okay. It wasn't gross or anything. It tasted decent, but it kind of tasted like hospital food. It reminded me of hospital food, if I'm being honest. So
That's why you need to cook yourself. Look, you're at home. You don't have a job. You don't have children. You have a supposed scat daddy husband who doesn't do shit. There is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be cooking at least every meal. I mean, I can't even imagine. Okay, well, he's really like feminine scat daddy, but like I can't imagine any man being like, "Oh yeah, this is totally cool, hon. Just like sit around, sleep in the middle of the day, fart and shit everywhere. Um, you know, eat nonstop, order out, don't do anything productive, don't contribute in any way." I just don't get it. But you know what it is? They're both cons. They're both perfect for each other. They're both very in tune with each other. They're meant for each other. They're perfect. They're both twisted con artists.
next time I'm just gonna get like a
They're
bigger serving of the
multi-level
freaking spaghetti.
marketing.
It's so small. I ate that in like 4 bites. Um, and more chicken. Yeah, because that's what I like the most there. It's the best with the gravy. I want to try the palabok and see what that's like. But anyway, and like I said, at some point we'll go to Little Manila and check out some, fresher, non-fast food Filipino food. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments if you've ever tried Filipino food and if you just want to say hi. And just a reminder that I do cameos, so if you want a personal.
Okay, guys, we're done reviewing the two videos that you posted up. Let me know what you think. I think that food looked nasty. The last one we did, the Jollibee. Put your comments below. Tell me what you think, and look forward to you guys on the next video. Have a safe evening. Take care.